Yo, what is up, everyone? It's your boy, your dog, and your homie, Ryan Mehalic here, coming at you with some update review. Ninja Kiwi has released, well, they haven't released, but they have announced that they're coming out with the 1.06 Bloons TD Battles 2 update, and dude, there's a lot of exciting changes coming on, so I'm gonna review them and kind of give my thoughts on them and everything. So yeah, let's get it, guys. I'll catch y'all there. Alright guys, so here we are on the update screen, and just a thing to remember guys, that these updates are not final. This is kind of just what they were thinking with the update. It hasn't came out yet. These are just kind of like the announcements for what might be coming in the update, but probably you'll be seeing a lot of the changes. So let's start it off with balloon ramping changes, which is really important. So increased ramping of Moab class HP between rounds 31 and 50, and I think this is a really good change because in all honesty, before the update, before this came out, like in the current state of the game, round 30 bads are honestly the most pretty much the most scary rush in the game, because by the point that they ramp up, you get enough money to defend the ramped balloons more easily. Like the ramping was not fast enough at all, so you probably noticed that like defending like around 33 bad was a lot easier than defending around 31 because you'd have a lot more money and the ramping would be pretty slow. Next thing, lots of neutral balloon changes. I call them natural balloons. I don't know why they're calling them neutral. That's kind of weird. But round 11, there's going to be a few more white balloons, same duration. A few more blue balloons in round 12. Actually, a lot more blue balloons. More zebras. -2 seconds for start time. Some more changes here, more purples, more rainbows, more ceramics. So the main changes here, just to summarize, is there's a lot more balloons that are coming out through the AI, and a lot of these rounds are actually getting shorter. Now this is actually kind of a big change with the shorter rounds, because this is going to make eco and sniper farms and all that stuff a little bit less viable, because those depend on round length, and that's going to buff farms indirectly a little bit. Additionally, adding more AI balloons is actually going to buff towers such as Engineer, because it's going to have more stuff feeding into the trap, if that makes sense, guys. So, yeah, I would say these round changes are a buff to Engineer and a buff to farms and kind of a nerf to Eco and Sniper farms and all that stuff. Now, the tower balance changes. Here we go. This is where everything gets interesting, guys. Starting off with the Dart Monkey, Super Monkey Fan Club attack speed has been increased in rate. Same with the Plasma Monkey Fan Club. The Ultra Juggernaut price has been decreased. Crossbow Master price has been decreased. So lots of buffs for the Dart Monkey. Boomerang, the Bionic Boomer is getting a price buff. The Turbocharge is getting a price nerf. The Morg Glaives is getting a price nerf. And the Moab Press is getting a price nerf as well. Definitely, the Moab Press definitely needed a nerf. I'm not sure if this is enough, but yeah, that upgrade is pretty insane. The Glaive Lord is getting a bonus damage to fortified balloons from +2 to +5. That's actually a pretty big change. I still don't know if Glaive Lord is going to be good though, because for such a expensive upgrade, doing like not much to Moab class balloons is not really what you're looking for there. Bomb, the Moab Eliminator, is getting about a 30% increase in Moab extra damage, which is pretty nice to see. Maybe Bomb's going to be a little bit more popular in the update. Ice Monkey, the change the Metal Freeze to Snap Freeze from BGT6. I'm not exactly sure what this means, guys. If anyone knows what this kind of means, let me know in the comment section down below. Glue Gunner, this is actually a big change. So beforehand, glue would actually target glued balloons already with its shots, making it very ineffective when it's hitting those. So it's going to fix that bug. The glue strike damage is going from 1 to 2, and the balloon solver price is getting decreased by $3,000. So this bug all alone could make glue pretty viable, because that was the main reason people didn't use glue, but nice changes as well there. Sniper, this is a big one that lots of people have been asking to be nerfed, so let's see what they did with Sniper. Supply drop price has been increased by $400, and the initial cooldown of the ability has been increased by 20 seconds. I think this is actually a pretty big change right here. The initial cooldown being 10 seconds longer, which means that when people get a sniper farm down, you can actually rush them, like right when they get the sniper farm down, and they are going to kind of be screwed because they're going to have to wait 20 seconds for their crate. So you might be able to force sell of sniper farms like that. Obviously, the $400 increase matters as well. The main Moab stun length changes from 3 seconds to 2 seconds on a Moab, 1.5 to 1 second on a BFB, and half a second to 0.3 seconds on a ZOMG and DDT. Another big nerf to Sniper, guys. The stun length is about 33% less effective now, so yeah, they're not going to like infinitely stun your ZOMGs with like 1 or 2 snipers anymore. It's going to be a little bit more rough for sniper users, so nice to see that. Monkey Sub, lots of changes from Monkey Sub, guys. So Airburst darts decreased by $200, triple guns decreased by $150, armor piercing darts decreased by $200, ballistic missile damage has been increased for balloons and ceramics, preemptive strike damage has been increased from 1 to 10, oh my gosh, that's actually a lot, and ceramics plus 15 damage, and now the first strike and preemptive strike abilities are now battle ready, which means right when you get the upgrade up, you're going to be able to use the ability. So just like BTD Battles 1, which I think this is a great change. I think most of the abilities in the game should be like this. So nice to see that going on. Big Monkey Sub buffs. Might be seeing this in the meta once again. Monkey Buccaneer, the Destroyer, has been decreased in price by about $100. Merchant Man has been decreased by $200. Favorite Trades decreased by $1,000. Trade Empire Generation has been increased by a whole $1,000. And now the 5th tier upgrade is now battle ready as well. So lots of big changes for the Monkey Buccaneer. We might see some Merchantmen farming in the next update. That would be pretty exciting to see. So the water towers have gotten some nice buffs this time. Monkey Ace, lots of people have been asking for buffs on this tower. So let's see what they did. Base price has been decreased by $100. Base attack cooldown has been decreased by about 0.2 seconds. The fighter plane Moab missile damage has been increased by about $2 damage. And can now do unstoppable damage. What does that? I don't know what that means necessarily. The Dart Storm lowered attack cooldown by 15%, plus 1 pierce to the darts, and Moab missile damage increase. So lots of good changes for the Dart Storm. The for the 5XX, the Dart attack cooldown buff carries from above, so that's about 15% faster as well. The Flying Fortress price has been decreased by a whole 15k. That's about 15% price buff, so that's pretty amazing. And now the Ground Zero and the Tsar Bomba are both instant abilities you can use when you get the upgrade, which is nice to see. Let's see what they did to the Heli Pilot here. The base attack cooldown has been decreased by about 0.04 seconds. I'm not sure if that'll do much, but nice to see that. The Apache, make sure gun attack inherits the base attack cooldown buff as above. Okay, so the Apache will also be buffed by about 0.04 seconds. The missiles gain plus 3 damage to ceramics that the Apache has. The 5th tier, the Apache Prime missiles buffed to the ceramics and increases to plus 15%. Okay, and now the bottom tier, which is the Comanche defense or whatever, missiles do unstoppable damage for summoned helis. Nice to see there. I do think that heli might be used a little bit more, simply because of the sniper nerfs. Since sniper farming is going to be a lot less viable now, I think a lot of people will turn to heli farming, and not because of these buffs on the heli. I think it's more so because of the sniper nerf. But yeah. See what they did to the mortar here. Balloon Buster price decreased by 150. Shell Shock decreased by 200. Big one damage increased by 2. You already know Ryan Mehalic's got the biggest one, so like to see that one. And the biggest one's damage has been increased by 5 and 10 versus ceramics. Now the Blue Incineration Bernie stuff tick has also been decreased by 0.25 seconds. So lots of buffs for the Mortar Monkey here. Definitely cool to see. You might be seeing Mortar as the main camo detection tower now, which would be interesting. Dartling Gunner. This is the tower that you guys said in my poll is the most broken in the game right now. So let's see what they did. They fixed the laser shock bug, causing the damage over time effect to be applied too often when combined with Hydro Rocket Pods. This is the change we all wanted, guys. So now the Hydro Rocket Pods and laser shock won't be super overpowered like it was before. Maybe we'll get overrun by some rushes. Now I'll definitely have to test that out once it comes out. But besides that, Rocket Storm ability reduced the bonus damage from +5 to +4, and the storm duration has been decreased by 2 seconds. So 2 nerfs there. The mad damage has been increased by 100, and increased the missile size to match Bloons TD Battles 6. This is actually very interesting, because I thought the mad was honestly a very strong tower. I thought this was like the best Dartling 5th tier path, but you know, I guess they didn't think so, so they want to buff it even more. So the mad is going to be extremely strong now, guys, I think. So these early nerfs might impact it so people don't use Dartling, but if they do, the mad's going to be great. The Ray of Doom has also been decreased in price, so that's nice to see. I think it's interesting how they buffed the mad, they buffed the Ray of Doom, but they did not change the bottom path Dartling at all. When I thought the mad was definitely much better than the bottom path 5th tier, but you know, it is what it is. Wizard Monkey, they changed the fireball damage to 1 from 1 to 3. That's 3 times as strong. Blast radius multiplied by 2, and cooldown decreased. Oh my gosh, that's actually insane. So they tripled the damage, they doubled the blast radius, and they lowered the cooldown. So if you do the math there, that's about 7 times as strong as it was before the fireballs. That's kind of insane. The intense magic has also got a pierce buff from 4 to 5. That's pretty cool. Caltrops duration has been decreased from 70 to 25 seconds, so that's a big decrease. And they fixed the bug. Dude, this is what we've been asking for. Sticky bombs can no longer stack, so you're not going to see people spam 100 sticky bombs late game and just obliterate bads like it's nothing. So that's really cool. Super Monkey has been getting some nerfs as well. The knockback has been increased by about 300. The Dark Knight's been increased by 100. I definitely think Dark Knight deserved a nerf, but I'm not sure if this is enough. $100 is not that much. I guess it's technically $400 nerf because you have to get the knockback and route, but yeah. Sun Avatar has been decreased by 2,000. I think this is a good balance change. Robo Monkey also decreased, and now the 4th and 5th tier abilities are now battle ready, which is great to see as well. So basically, they nerfed the bottom path and buffed the other paths. So nice to see that. Banana Farm. This is what we've been waiting for, guys. Here we freaking go. Banana Farm. Let's get it. So base price has been decreased by $50. Increased production has been decreased. Creator production has been decreased. The X1X long life bananas has been decreased. Valuable bananas has been decreased. Banana salvage sell value is now plus 10% instead of plus 5%. So you're going to be selling for 80% of the base cost now with that. The Monkey Bank cash per round is 400 instead of 300. And the interest is now 20% instead of 15%. So the bank might be good now. That's actually a pretty significant change for the bank, guys. The plantation is now decreased by $300. That's a big change. The marketplace is now decreased by $200. The banana research facility is now decreased by $2,000. The central market is now decreased by $1,500. The monkey Wall Street, guys, decreased by $7,500. That is a huge change for this 5th tier. It used to be 45,000. Now it's only 37,500. Very big change there. And the Banana Central, the top path, has also been decreased by 5k. So kind of to show you the effects that these top path upgrades have, I made a spreadsheet comparing before the balance change and after the balance change on the farm efficiency. And you can also see the Battles 1 farm values in here as well. So you can kind of just see here how efficient the Battles 2 stuff is. Looking at it, it's much better than before. Farm is going to be in the meta now, guys. Quote me, farm is going to be very good, I think, after this update. These changes are insane. Now, Spike Factory, the base spike duration has been decreased by 10 seconds, and the Spike Storm no longer increases the emission rate from attack speed buffs, which means you can't stack like a Homeland defense and a Spike Storm. So, interesting changes there. I didn't really think Spike Factory was necessarily overpowered, but I guess Bulltrix just could be mad at that one. Now, Monkey Village, the Homeland defense is now battle ready. I think it was a really short cooldown beforehand, so that's not even that big of a change. Arena changes and game mode changes. So that's all the tower changes, by the way. So I think there's a lot of good changes there. We're considering taking these maps out of rotation for Hall of Master and ZOMG Superdome. Docks, Mine, and Plutonium Mines. Now, I definitely think Docks should be taken out. Mine and Plutonium, I'm not sure about those maps, because I feel like they're definitely more late game oriented maps, but I haven't really heard much bad things about them. And I think it might have been also like the current meta with ramping being slow and Ninja being overpowered that kind of brought every game late there. So I'm not sure about taking those maps out, but I definitely think Docks should probably be taken out. Shorter maps will be worked in to replace those, so they're going to add more shorter maps. Changing the trophy bands for the higher arenas to allow more players in the Hall of Masters. Interesting. Okay, so they are also restricting tower use for lower arenas. So in Red Balloon Camp and Yellow Stadium, you only can use tier 3 towers and lower. White and Lead, you can only use tier 4 and lower. And then starting at Ceramic, there's no restrictions. So it's nice to see. And then likely next update after 1.06. So this is not going to be in the 1.06 update, but stuff they're still considering. They're considering adding a casual mode with no trophy change and XP still earned. Private matches to earn experience. This is interesting because this might be, they're going to have to kind of play around with this because I feel like private matches could be abused to farm experience if they do this, but they'll definitely have to play around with that a little bit. Universal XP system, which is going to be really nice to see. I can't wait to see that. And then adding new maps. So yeah, I honestly think as an overall kind of recap, I think these changes are very good, guys. I really like the farm changes. I really like nerfing Sniper, nerfing Ninja, and all that stuff. Nerfing Dartling definitely for those early game rounds. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I hope you guys enjoyed the recap here, and I'm really excited to see this update and start playing it. But yeah, Ryan Mehalic out. Peace, lads. Thank you so much for watching.